Hey, Capricorn, you guys are last but not least for our spiritual messages for your moon and rising signs. So if you're a Capricorn moon and rising signs, I feel like I kind of need to say this to all the signs actually on my channel, but even if you're a Capricorn sun sign and you're just like, I just want to listen to this, I want to, if you want to listen for your sun sign, or even if you're not a Capricorn sun sign watching this, okay, and you have a different sun sign, and you want to watch my other videos, okay, that says moon and rising signs, go ahead and watch them. Okay. I'm not telling y'all that you cannot watch these videos if you're watching for your sun sign, because if it resonates, guess what? That means that my ancestors and God want you to know that message. Okay. So I'm not here to play God at all or tell y'all that you guys have to watch this if you have a moon or rising sign in Capricorn. If you have a sun in Capricorn and you're watching this, great. And if it resonates, awesome. Okay. Because that's all that matters. At the end of the day, if you're being helped in some way and enlightened, and you feel like my messages guide you down the right path some way somehow, great, great. So, because I have my intentions of how I want this to resonate to each sign, but my ancestors, you know, sometimes they have other plans, and I just respect that. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and jump in it, y'all. We are going to pull 3 tarot cards for your past, present, and future. Past, present, and future. Okay. Your past is anytime during the past. Okay. Timeless. Anytime during your past. And your future card is going to pertain to what I intend for it to unfold at some point in the year 2025 for you in the future from now. Okay. Some of you guys, it may have already happened. I don't know, or started happening. So for your past, present, and your future. All right. And then we're going to pull some oracle messages for advice and guidance regarding the messages that come out of the tarot. Take what resonate, leave what does not. Okay. Welcome to February. Welcome to 2025. And welcome to Aquarius season. Capricorn moon and rising signs. All right. Let's see. Capricorn moon and rising signs. Past, present, and future messages. Okay. All right. Okay, so you guys are kind of, being very patient, or at least that's the overall energy that I'm getting with the 7 of Pentacles. You planted a seed. Okay, maybe you sent in a resume, sent in an application, made your cover letter. And again, I'm speaking on career for right now. Maybe you sent that email. Maybe you started dating somebody. Okay, maybe there's some new friends that you're talking to, some people that you're texting or FaceTiming or, hanging out with. I don't know, maybe you frequently hang out with each other every once in a while. It doesn't matter when, but whatever it is that you're experiencing at this time, or that you have been experiencing overall up until now, Capricorn, um, you're waiting patiently, but you're kind of like, there's this anticipation there, and there may be a little bit of like, oh, when is this going to finally blossom, or when am I going to get my answer? Am I going to get an answer, right? Is this going to unfold positively or negatively? I think some of you guys, you're just like, what kind of answer am I going to get? I put myself out there, I planted the seed, I began the process, or I started the conversation, what have you. And you're just kind of like anticipating. You're kind of in anticipation right now. That's what I'm getting. Sorry, y'all. I gotta check my microphone. Make sure y'all can hear me. But yeah, there's this anticipation there, Capricorn. Um, be patient though. Be patient. You'll get your answers. You will get your answers. You will reap the benefits of the seeds that have been planted here. Now, what I will say, if you've planted the seed and it doesn't turn out the way you wanted it to, I see this as a gardener or someone who works, because I work in my garden. I like to get my hands dirty because I like to feel the soil. I like to touch my plants and understand them, right? I have a relationship with the earth in, at least at home. So what I can tell you, Capricorn, is, if you plant a seed and it doesn't grow, nothing comes of it, or when it does grow, it's just not what you were anticipating, or maybe it just didn't last long. Okay. That's okay. It's disappointing, but all you need to do is realize there's so many more seeds out there that you can plant. There's so many other plots of pieces of land and earth that you can plant your seed, and you just have to find the right patch of earth. Okay. You have to change the type of attention you're giving that seed. If you're giving it too much attention, you might want to change that. Okay. If you're not giving it enough attention, you might want to change that. So whatever seeds that you're planting, whoever you're talking to, if you're trying to make new friends, or if you're giving it too much attention, kind of pull back a little bit, let them show themselves and their true colors, you know, good or bad. If you're not giving a person enough attention, or you're not responding, or you're giving one part of your life more attention than the other, you might just want to find the balance, because planting seeds is all about balance, balancing the amount of sunlight, the amount of water, oxygen, pruning, all of those types of things. It's all about balance at the end of the day. Because sometimes you can give too much or not enough of those nutrients to that seed, whatever that seed is in your life that you've planted, or that whatever conversation or relationship or job or whatever that you're trying to start. Now, in your past, and that was the overall energy, okay? But in your past, again, I see that, there's some type of I don't know, negotiation or some type of communication here. Very confident communication, feeling very safe, okay? Both parties feeling very safe. Um, Not really knowing what to expect, but hoping for the best, right? Hoping that things turn out good. That's what I'm seeing here. Both parties looking within themselves and being like, okay, putting my best foot forward here, having an open mind, having an open heart here. That's what I see. It's Leo energy. You could be dealing with a Leo, or, but this is the constellation of Leo, or, the sun energy, definitely playing a part in your life in your past. Okay, this could also be Leo season that this happened, or maybe the very beginning or the very end. Okay, that's your past. We'll clarify these in a moment. But then in the present, you have the opposite of Leo, which is Aquarius. And as these two parties, you and this other party, and again, it does not have to be a person. It could involve not just one person. It can involve more people. It can involve a job. It can involve whatever, whatever it is that you have started interacting with. Um, it's very, heartfelt, or it's very open-hearted and open-minded. But currently you're kind of in the process of learning how to pour into the other party, and looking within yourself, because you go from Leo, which is like these two entities or these two individuals, the lion and this woman, right? And then you go to just being this lone star, and the star energy is about following your own compass when it comes to this situation. This can be a situation where you're enlightened and you're saying, okay, this is definitely a relationship or a connection that I really want to pour into. Wholeheartedly. It's very beautiful to see. We'll clarify these in a minute, but I'm just reading these, as I see them intuitively for your situation. And then in the future, I see a celebration. So there is definitely some steps that have been taken. And again, these are slow steps. This is not like right off the bat, like, yes, let's be friends. Let's, or let's get together, let's date, let's get married, let's have, like, this is literally, or let's, here's my resume, let's get hired. Okay, now you're going to get promoted and then you're going to be the boss. Like, this is not going to like just happen. This is not this. I see this as gradual. I see this as, okay, I need to take the time out to interact, to build trust, to to build, to set up a foundation here in this situation. And as time went on, you learned, okay, we've set up the foundation, we've built trust. Now it's time to pour into this experience, love, you know, emotions, really pouring your heart and your soul. Okay. Because it's one thing to find a piece of land and build on it. It's another thing to create homes, to make it feel like it belongs, it's home to you and a community. It's one thing to plant a garden and, water and do all of the necessary things to make it grow and thrive. But do you have a connection with those plants and those animals and the ground? Are you pouring yourself into it? That's where community comes in, right? So I'm getting a sense of community as well, togetherness. So in your future, you have celebration. I see for some of you, Capricorn, there is moving into your own place or a new place. Someone's having a wedding. Someone's having a baby. Okay. Someone is having an anniversary, and this anniversary in particular is showing you, like, wow, we've come a long way. This can be a new career path or a new job that is meant to be celebrated because you've worked and poured your heart into this. Okay, this can be a project that you're being celebrated for. You're being applauded. There's like you're getting your name dropped in a very beautiful way, Capricorn Moon and Rising Signs, because you planted the seed. You went from being humble, and you probably still are, but you went from being like almost like a farmer. You started from the ground, and now you're on your horse, you're on your throne, you're being celebrated. It's beautiful. You never know where you will be, where you will be if you just constantly are focused on where you started. You're focused on like your humble beginnings and you just feel like this is all I'm going to be, because you're looking too closely at what your starting point looks like. If you're focused on your losses, how can you really embrace your wins? Let's go ahead and clarify these. Oop, Capricorn. Let's clarify your past. Are these the cards that they want? Okay. Yeah. So your past, you had a vision. You had a vision. There's definitely other people involved with your past and this beginning. This was a time where you probably just felt the struggle. You felt the struggle. And I'm not saying like in your life in general, maybe your job was doing really well, but you felt the struggle in your family relationship or in a romantic partnership. Others of you, um, maybe everything in your life just really wasn't that bad. Everything was fine in your past for the most part, but you really wanted this. You wanted this 10 of Cups. So it has something to do. Maybe there's a lot of, there most aspects of your life, you're like, oh, it was fine. But how you felt, you didn't really feel fulfilled inside because, Now, okay, you felt like this because this is how it looked. The Five of Pentacles. It looked like it was just a cold time in your life. No money or no relationship. Nobody wanted to date you, or nobody, maybe your friendships were kind of looking like this, or your family relationship was looking like this. Maybe your job situation or your financial situation was kind of looking like this. Like you just felt like you were, on a crutch most of the time, right? Maybe needing to depend on other people a lot of the time with this project. Maybe you needed a loan a lot of the time, or maybe you were in debt. I don't know, but there was something where you felt, for some of you, you just felt like you were just on crutches. You were like, why can't I just hold my own? Because that's what you wanted. It's not like you were purposefully, you know you weren't using anybody. That's not what I'm seeing here, Capricorn. But what you had in your mind, your vision, was this: you had thoughts and feelings towards your future that was really enlightening. And I think that's this is what kept you going. This is what kept your strength up, because you're like, yeah, things look like this right now. Because I look at Pentacles as the way things look. That's the physical 3D world. But on the inside, you were this. You took this time, the Five of Pentacles, to become the Hanged Man, so that you can finally. This is your vision board. This is your vision board, and you had to change in order for your vision board to come true. This is your past. Eventually, and in your past, you saw that eventually you and what you loved and what you wanted was going to be blessed by God, that it was going to be blessed, and that you would come face to face with it finally. That was your vision board. That was your goal. Okay. Now see what your present time is like. Present moments. Present. What is Capricorn Moon and Rising Signs present day looking like? Why is the star card here? Okay, star card for the present moments, the present time for Capricorn Moon and Rising Signs. Yeah, there goes that transformation. This is you spreading, like, mentally spreading your wings, enlightenment. Because I see the King of Swords. A lot of people see the King of Swords, we read it as like someone who's cold, calculated, but this is also someone who has some brand new ideas, and those ideas sprout other new ideas, and those transform. And this is someone who sits, they cocoon themselves with their ideas, they cocoon themselves in a project or in a relationship to really understand who or what they're in this connection with. Like, who is this person? you know how much should I be pouring into this person? How much are they pouring into me? There you go. You have the Knight of Swords, so more swords. So this was like this was all about verbal communication. This is your throat chakra, but this is also in your mind. You actually transformed and transfigured your mental body. That's what you're doing right now, or that's what you're being called to do right now. Take the time to pull yourself back, to be quiet for a while. You can interact and things like that, but I just get the sense that if I saw the Ace of Swords, that's a different story, or the Queen of Swords, but I don't see that. I see the King of Swords. So seeing this is like, as you move towards what you want and as you brainstorm, the action that you should be taking is to not give in to other people's voices and what they have to say about what you're doing. Okay, because you may have some other people who are currently against what you're doing, against the truth that you're understanding for yourself right now. There may be some truth that other people do not want to see that you see, Capricorn, within this situation, or just in general. And I'm just getting the sense that as you grow in your life and you grow up here, just kind of keep it quiet. Let people talk. Let people act the way they want to act. You are not responsible for how people act. If people don't like what you're doing, if people don't agree, or don't, who cares? You have your own beliefs, you have your own ideas, and you are thriving because of this transfiguration, because of the steps towards this transformation and transfiguration in your mind and in your life. I see the King of Swords as like someone who's trying to master the mind. Not trying to, they've already mastered it. So if there's an individual or people, I feel like it's more people, it's people who just have different opinions, or they're just wrong, or they just have a lot of things to say but nothing to back it up, no facts to back it up, or they have a lot to say about money or whatever, success or whatever. You've put in the work and you've reaped some benefits. So anybody who has anything to say about your way of life, that's not up to you. That's on them. That is on them. That is not on you. Oh, okay. Yeah, bottom of the deck, you have the Ace of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So yeah, there's definitely a brand. There's definitely going to be, or not going to be, currently right now, what's happening for you, or and what is working behind the scenes for you is a brand new um cycle of motion. The pace is picking up. The blessings coming into this relationship with someone that you have, or with a group of people, with a project, with a job or a career, a new home. Yeah, the, you're picking up the pace, or at least your spiritual team is. God's picking up the pace for you. It's time. It's time for you to pick up the pace. Whoever needs to be left behind, leave them behind. Don't stop for them. They're either going to be with you and they're going to be on the same page, or they're going to be left in the dust. They'll catch up if they actually do their work on their path, right? You're not responsible for someone else and their path unless you have kids. That's different. If you got kids, you're responsible for your kids. Um, let's clarify your future card, the Four of Wands, for Capricorn Moon and Rising Signs. The energy of light, please speak to us for Capricorn Moon and Rising Signs for the Ace, or the Four of Wands. So the Ace of Wands. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you are, the future is, okay. The future is looking really good for you, Capricorn Moon and Rising Signs. It's looking really good for you. The person, place, or thing that you finally got to see face to face, you weren't able to interact with it yet, but you were finally, the blessing had already found you, and you're like, wow, this is happening. You and that person, place, or thing, there's marriage here, or your baby is here. Your job, you finally got hired, or you got promoted, right? You're now able to interact. You finally got your new place. You got approved for a loan or something. Like something is going to happen if you play your cards right, Capricorn. Okay, I'm not saying this is going to happen and you're not, and if you think you're just going to sit there and wait for it, no. If you have done the work and you're still doing the work currently, you can expect this to play out as I've said. Okay, but if you haven't done the work, you haven't aligned yourself with what your higher self has been showing you, you haven't sacrificed parts of yourself that you've been holding on to, that's been blocking you. If you haven't done that work, you cannot expect this to unfold as I've said. Okay, I'm not a prophet, I'm not considering myself a psychic. I'm not a prophetess. I'm not any of that. I'm just here to give you guidelines if you resonate with my energy. If you don't, that's totally fine. Okay, now in your future, like I said, if you play your cards right and you do the work that is required, the good work, not stealing from other people or putting other people down to get what you want. No, that's not the type of work I'm talking about. You do the good work, the hard work, the transformative and enlightening work that these cards are showing me that you are capable of and that you have been putting in for some of you. You can expect your future to look like this. Now, as I see these two cards here for your future, and you have the Three of Wands at the bottom of the deck overall for your future. So your future is looking great. I have high expectations for your future if you've been putting in the work. I also see these cards. Those are the only two dark cards You have all this yellow and blue energy, these beautiful blue sky, starry sky energy. But then you have this devil and the 9 of Swords. Where there is light, there is also darkness. Okay? There is some type of energy, Capricorn, that is still following you around. You don't have to believe in demons or whatever. I'm not saying, I'm just saying there's some type of energy that is still following you. Some of you guys have a really hard time sleeping. Some of you guys may have to take medication to go to sleep. Some of you guys moved in the, you guys are moving in with someone you love very much, but there are still problems. You may have in the past found trust with somebody and they found trust with you. Like, this is a genuine person. I'm not saying that this person is not genuine, but where there is light, there is also darkness. And where there is darkness, you will also find the light. So as everything might be going good for you, Capricorn, and everything is, maybe there's some of you guys, you get distracted by, oh my God, everything's going good. I changed my perspective. I've enlightened myself, blah, blah, blah. Please don't forget that there's still entities that don't like you, that want you to fail. They feed off of that. You still have people. Now, this could be inside of this house that you guys move into. This can be a person's family that you're getting in a relationship with. I don't know what it is, but you are carrying something with you, anxiety, depression. This is like mental. And you feel tied to this, Capricorn. You feel tied to this situation in your mind. Like, I can't get out of it. There's something that you're carrying with you, Capricorn, and you're into the future. And it's interesting that these 2 cards did not show up, not even one bit, not even a, they did not show themselves from your past to the present. They showed themselves in the future. So there's someone or something that is trying to stop this. They don't like, and maybe this is in your future, somebody's losing sleep. Maybe this is someone else losing sleep. Capricorn, because you're happy. Somebody, you or somebody else has some type of dark energy. Because now I'm getting into, okay. Hold on one second. I'm getting a lot of information. Okay, this is someone else. This is why this showed up in your future, okay? This is not you. Now, this person may be having some bad thoughts towards you, and they're projecting that, like, so protect yourself, Capricorn, Moon and Rising signs, because somebody may have used and abused you in the past. Maybe you lived with this person in the past. And maybe you've been through the ringer with this person, and then you met somebody, you broke up with this person, or you left them behind and met somebody else, and now you're happy. And this person is, there's somebody who they do not like that you're happy. They see you as this, but they want you like this. Be careful. Be careful who, now this is, I don't think that this is now if this is someone you're in a relationship right now, Capricorn, this coming out in your future, this might come out in your future. You may realize that you may start to feel stuck. Like, what have I done? What have I done? But I'm getting something else. I got a lot of information. You guys have some kind of spiritual capability. I don't know what it is, or you're a spiritual magnet. Like you attract certain entities out of in within other people. Others of you, I'm getting the sense that the house that you moved into got some spirits in there that you got to clean it out. You got to clean it out because it's affecting everybody in that house, not just you. You may be more sensitive to it, but some everybody else is being affected by it too. They just don't know it. Even some animals, if you have pets, they're being affected by it in certain ways. It may not be that clear to you, but it is. But it's happening. Your future is looking beautiful, but there's something that's going to arise in the future is here to teach you something. Okay, I'm getting this message for you, Capricorn, Moon and Rising signs. Be careful who you put your trust in. Like I said, the rest of your life can be looking great, except for one particular aspect. And that's the part that you really need to pay attention to and eradicate. Okay. All right. All right. Let's go ahead and pull some oracle cards for you guys. Sorry that this is so long. I'm going to pull 4 oracle messages really quickly for you, Capricorn, Moon, and Rising signs. I'm getting the sense, Capricorn, that some of you guys, there's some type of entity or some type of dream you might have that you're not going to forget. It's going to be stuck with you in the future. It's because you're being shown something. Pay attention. You don't need to interact with that entity or do anything about it right off the bat, but you need to think on it. You need to think on it. Okay. There may be maybe your partner is dealing with a demon or their demons or something that is keeping them up or is keeping them from thriving and growing. Okay. There may be something in your house that is looking for a way in, and it will get in. That's what I'm showing. It's going to get in. It probably already is in there. Okay. And here you are, Capricorn, Moon in Capricorn, accomplishment. Yeah. So you guys, when it comes to accomplishment, you guys got this. You guys got this. You got nothing to worry about. Yeah, rise to challenges as new paths open. So yeah, this is a new path that's opening for you. But remember that there's gonna be challenges there. Don't think that it won't be. Don't think that it won't be. Okay. That's what I feel the energy because you have Gemini here too. I feel like the energy of Gemini for you guys. Gemini showed up twice in your reading. Gemini is not just, they see them as a twins or duality. Yes, it is duality as a light and the dark. So remember, when the energy of Gemini embraces both the light and the dark. So when the darkness shows up, look at it and be like, okay, what am I supposed to learn here? What do I need to know? Right? Learn it, embrace it, move on. Whatever that is for you in your future, okay? It's nothing to be afraid of. All right, Capricorn. We're almost there, Capricorn. Joy. By enjoying this moment, I am giving thanks to God for my life. Yeah. Live in the moment, y'all. Live in the moment. Some of you guys, you may look at currently you're feeling good, but you're still looking in the future like, who's going to backstab me? Who's going to hurt me? Who's this? Who, like, you're afraid. And that's where I'm talking about this dark energy. That's what's following you around. There's something that has you feeling scared for some reason. Yep, take action. You just got to keep moving. You got to just stay in motion, y'all. And sometimes staying in motion sometimes also means pulling yourself back and just kind of like surfing that wave for a little bit until certain things are revealed to you. You just got to look at what is the priority at this moment instead of looking at the future or the past. It's like, no, what at this moment in time, what is my priority? Is it to rest? Is it to heal? Is it to meditate? Is it to pray? Is it to go outside? Is it to, get that project finished or to begin that project or make progress on a project? What is it? What is it for you, Capricorn? Revolution. Revolution. Toss out the old so the new can enter. Putting up a fight towards the things that you that are trying to attack you. Like you have to start your own. You have to be a part of that, this spiritual warfare, because it's affecting you. It's affecting all of us, Capricorn. Maybe that's something you'll realize, but I also feel taking it day by day. The moon is also an important aspect here. Discernment. Yes, you have discernment here. So there's something here that in like things as you move forward towards your future, there is something that is going to show itself to you. It's going to be dark, okay? It's going to feel uncomfortable. But it was that door was opened by some type of spirit of light. They're going to allow that door to open so that you can see, okay, you're to open your eyes even further. Because with the hangman coming out in your past, some of you guys, Capricorn, you made the decision, I want to enlighten myself. I want to grow. I want to thrive mentally and emotionally. I want to see the truth. The truth is going to, be careful what you ask for. Be careful what you ask for, Capricorn, because you might be shown some stuff that you were like, oh, I don't think I really wanted to know that. I don't think I really wanted to see that. But here we are. Darkness does not show itself so that we can, you know, be bamboozled. Sometimes that door is opened so that we can see, oh, now I know what I'm dealing with. Now I know what to stay away from. Right? One more card, y'all. One more card. Dragonfly, you bring light to this world. Okay, Capricorn. So what I'm getting is this is a deep message for some of you guys. Some of you guys might be, I don't know, they say star seeds, mystics, things like that. Some of you guys can see a lot of things on a spiritual level because you're an awakened entity on this planet. You are meant to achieve a lot in this lifetime. But at the same time, you're also meant to see truths that most people will never want to see or understand. Okay. Much love and light to all of you. I wish you guys the very best of luck on this journey. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I hope to see you guys in your next reading. Bye, Capricorn.